Barcelona confirms De Jong is injured. Barcelona recalls Thiago Alcantara to the coaching staff at the request of Hans Flick. Nagelsmann. Ter Stegen will not remain Germany's first-choice goalkeeper unless he plays regularly with Barcelona. Urgent decision from FIFA after what happened between Arda Guler and Lamine Yamal. And before we begin, don't forget to share your opinion in the comments. Is Barcelona capable this season of competing strongly in all competitions as they did last season? And if you are a follower of FC Barcelona, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give a like, and follow our page. Barcelona confirms De Jong is injured. Dutch international midfielder Frenkie de Jong has suffered a minor injury to the external adductor muscle of the right thigh. According to an announcement made on Monday by his club, Spanish champions FC Barcelona. De Jong had left his national team camp on Friday, just a few hours after participating in the 1-1 draw against Poland in the qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup, having to leave the field in the 83rd minute. The midfielder could miss Barcelona's match against Valencia on Sunday in the fourth round of the league, which will be the club's first home game of the season. De Jong joins international teammate Gavi, who is receiving treatment for his knee, and left-back Alejandro Balde, who is sidelined for 3 weeks after a hamstring tear in his left thigh during training. After overcoming ankle issues, De Jong finished last season in excellent form and has started 2 of Barcelona's 3 league matches this season: the 3-0 win over Mallorca and the 1-1 draw with Rayo Vallecano. Barcelona recalls Thiago Alcantara to the coaching staff at the request of Hans Flick. Barcelona has decided to reintegrate its former star Thiago Alcantara into the first team's coaching staff, a year after his retirement, at the special request of German coach Hans Flick, in a move aimed at supporting the club's project in the coming phase. Thiago, aged 34, retired from football in July 2024 after a distinguished career in European football. During the summer of the same year, he briefly joined Barcelona's technical staff with Flick, but left after just 1 month, without giving any reasons. Despite his previous departure, Alcantara remained one of Flick's favorites. According to press reports, the Spanish player was seen this morning at the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper, attending a meeting with the coaching staff, confirming his official return to support the German coach. Alcantara had previously worked as an assistant to Flick for a short period before taking on another experience with Liverpool. Today, he returns to settle once again at Barcelona, contributing his extensive expertise to the development of young players and strengthening the technical work, particularly as he combines his knowledge of Barcelona's style with his German expertise, making him a key element in the coach's plans. Nagelsmann. Ter Stegen will not remain Germany's first-choice goalkeeper unless he plays regularly with Barcelona. Julian Nagelsmann, head coach of the German national team, confirmed that goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen will not take part in the remaining matches of Die Mannschaft in this year's World Cup qualifiers, and he will not remain the national team's first-choice goalkeeper unless he plays regularly with Spanish club Barcelona. Ter Stegen, aged 33, underwent back surgery in July and will be sidelined for several months. Germany's campaign in the European qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico continues until mid-November. Nagelsmann stated after the 3-1 victory over Northern Ireland on Sunday, "I do not expect his return this year." Nagelsmann decided to appoint ter Stegen as the first-choice goalkeeper for Die Mannschaft, following Manuel Neuer's retirement from international football last year. Oliver Baumann and Alexander Nubel alternated in goal for Germany in the UEFA Nations League, with Baumann becoming the first-choice goalkeeper for the World Cup qualifiers. Nagelsmann indicated that ter Stegen will resume his role as Germany's first-choice goalkeeper if he plays regularly with the Catalan club, emphasizing that the goalkeeper position is extremely sensitive and that strong performances require a consistent rhythm. Urgent decision from FIFA after what happened between Arda Guler and Lamine Yamal. In the hours following the thrilling match between Spain and Turkey in the second round of the European qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup, the focus was not only on Spain's big 6-0 victory, but mainly on the controversial moment involving Turkish star Arda Guler of Real Madrid and the young Spanish talent Lamine Yamal of Barcelona, after cameras captured a hand-to-hand altercation between them in the 67th minute. The incident did not go unnoticed. It ignited social media and opened a wide debate about what happened between the players, especially as the tension between them seemed like a natural extension of the historic rivalry between Real Madrid and Barcelona. However, the most notable aspect of the case was not only the fan reactions, but also FIFA's intervention, which gave the story a global dimension. FIFA's initial reaction. According to sources close to the disciplinary committees, FIFA expressed significant concern over the incident, stressing that what happened does not align with the values of football that the federation seeks to uphold, particularly when it involves young players who represent the future of the sport. The initial statement from FIFA's press office read, "Football is a field for fair competition, not a place for violence or altercations that may harm the game's image worldwide, and what occurred between Arda Guler and Lamine Yamal will be carefully reviewed by the relevant committees." Disciplinary Committee's stance. FIFA's disciplinary committee announced that it will launch an urgent investigation into the incident, reviewing all video footage, referee reports, and observer notes, with the players summoned to provide explanations regarding their actions. The committee emphasized that this step is not only to punish the wrongdoer, but also to send a firm message that international pitches are not a place for settling scores between clubs or players. The educational aspect of FIFA's stance. FIFA did not limit its approach to sanctions alone, but also focused on the educational dimension of the incident. In private statements, board members explained that it is their duty to protect the image of young players, who quickly become role models for millions of children and teenagers worldwide. FIFA considers Lamine Yamal and Arda Guler to be part of a new generation of talents, and it would be wrong for this generation to project a negative image to the world through scenes of violence or unsporting behavior. Messages from within FIFA. One FIFA development official stated, "What happened in the Spain versus Turkey match reminds us of the importance of the role we play in guiding the next generations. Intensity is part of football, but we do not allow it to turn into altercations. Arda Guler and Lamine Yamal are extremely talented players, and we hope this incident serves as a lesson for them rather than a stain on their careers." Although FIFA has not yet announced final measures, experts expect sanctions to range from an official warning to a financial fine, and possibly a one-match suspension if full responsibility is confirmed for one of the players. However, FIFA is likely to consider the age factor, as both players are still at the beginning of their careers, meaning the primary goal will be guidance rather than harsh punishment. Conclusion. FIFA's response to the Arda Guler and Lamine Yamal altercation was clear. No unsporting behavior will be tolerated, regardless of a player's value or talent. At the same time, the International Federation sought to turn the crisis into an opportunity to send an ethical and educational message. Football is bigger than personal or club conflicts, and the responsibility of young stars extends beyond their performance on the pitch to representing the values of the sport to the world.